In this video, we're going to show you how to set up some online protection for your kids. So here we go. Alright, so in the last video we talked about, we upgraded a computer to have an SSD, we upgraded the RAM, and we added a video card to make it, an older computer work much better, especially for doing online things, online content consumption, or schoolwork. A lot of people are doing all virtual school classes now. So, but one thing that still worries a lot of parents is, what their kids are exposed to on the internet. So I'm going to show you an easy way to kind of help filter some of that content to maybe give you some peace of mind here. And it's really easy. So we're going to go open up a web browser and we're going to go over to home.sophos.com. Sophos is an antivirus company. They actually do a lot. They have spam filters. They have firewalls. They have an appliance you can download to actually act as your router that does a bunch of filtering for you. But this is their Sophos Home. This is basically the antivirus, anti-malware, and there's some premium features in here. But just for the free, what they include free is actually pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and run a download. It's gonna pop up here, and we'll let that finish. All right, and we're gonna click open. Installation is always pretty straightforward. Not a lot going on there. It's just next kind of thing. Go ahead and yes. It's going to extract the files and then start the setup for us here. Okay, and here we go. Click install. All right, installation is complete. We're going to go ahead and click on finish here. And first off, it is going to run a scan on us, and it's going to go through and look for things like tracking cookies, viruses, anything. It shouldn't really find much on here because this is currently a pretty clean install, but we can take a look here. Yeah, that's just for advertising. Okay, if we come over, I'm going to go ahead and click cancel for now. And this is the interface that you're going to see. Now we do need to restart the computer just to get it to the latest version, but we can do several things here. You can buy premium, like I said. You just need to click on that and you can buy it. But currently it has some malware protection enabled, web protection, ransomware, privacy protection, and malicious traffic. Now we're going to go over here to settings. It should launch a web browser for us. Here we go. This is our web protection for this device. We can rename the device whatever we need to, but if we come over here, we can look at web filtering. And currently, everything is set to allow, but if you would like, you can come over here to like the adult and potentially inappropriate, and you can block things like sexually explicit adult stuff, alcohol and tobacco, criminal activity, illegal drugs, hacking, inappropriate apparel or swimwear. There's lots of things. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tick off all of these. I guess we can hit the all button if we want. If there is an exception to a website that you don't want them to block, you can enter the URL here, and you can just have a list of things. You can also block things like chat, downloads, peer-to-peer. Let's say I'm going to block all, and then I'm going to come back to downloads and blogs and forums. Let's allow blogs and forums. Oh, and web-based email, because Gmail is included in that. So if you ever want to get to Gmail, you need that. All right, here's some things that you can allow general interest. But once they're clicked, it's done. There's nothing else. What'll happen is it'll actually push down the config to the Sophos installer itself, and then everything is good to go. Now, I'm going to pause the recording and reboot this machine just so it has the updated installer here. But after that, we should be good to go, and we'll run a test to make sure that it's blocking things like it's supposed to. All right, give me just a minute. Okay, we're back in here. So if we come over here, we can see the Sophos icon. It tells us when it was last updated, and we'll just double click on it, and it should launch this interface for us. All right, we're still protected. We can look at activities. This will actually open up the web browser again and log you into your account. Like I said, you still need to have a email account to really be able to, because if you have an email account, you can actually add multiple devices. So if you have multiple kids and multiple computers, you can actually add, I believe it's up to 5 in the free trial, maybe 5 or 10, but you can add several computers and basically manage them all from one console. So it makes things a lot easier. Yeah, right here, you can go up here and just create an account, fill in the info, it asks for an email, a password, and verify that it's you, and that's it. Okay, so we've enabled some web filtering here. We tell it to block potentially inappropriate apps. So let's try going to something like, alright, so if we try to go to something that's not kid friendly, you can see here it actually blocks the website. And if we do something like, they can try to search for it, and it's still not going to let us do it. Okay, so this is all set up now. If you don't want to use Sophos Home, there's one other option that is really cheap and easy. It's called Opendns. You can go to opendns.com, and you can come over here to Consumer, and click on the one that says Opendns Family Shield. There's also Opendns Home. You can do either one of these, but the Family Shield I think is probably the better option because it does block adult content. There's several different ways to do it, and it gives you an option here. These are the IP addresses of the name servers. So you come over here, you can edit your routers. This is the recommended way, but you have to be familiar with the router's interface. Usually most routers will have a web interface that you can go in and actually type in and set the DNS servers that it's going to be using. And you can also set them so that when it hands out a DHCP address, that it will also provide these DNS servers only. So that way, nothing that's on the network should be able to get out to or bypass it. But if you need to, if you don't want to mess with the router, you can always come to the computer itself, and you just click on this, and it gives you several options. There's Windows 7, Windows 8, XP, Vista, Apple OS, SUSE, Ubuntu. We're just going to go ahead and click on Windows 10, and it just walks you through how to actually set this up. It tells you where to go on, what to click on. Go ahead and edit this, and you enter those IP addresses right there. This particular one, this is not the one for the family DNS, so you don't have to follow this picture specifically. You want to use the one from right here. It's a very similar address, 208.67.222 and 220. The endings for family are just 123 though, so that way it'll block more restrictively. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys need help or have any other suggestions for other ways to help keep kids safe online, then please drop a comment below, let us know, and we will take a look at it and maybe we'll make a video. So, hope everybody's doing well, and I guess we'll see you next time. Thanks.